Big up to the yachties. Hi, love bugs. Today I'm going to do a review on Black Lightning, season 1, episode 2. It was pretty okay. It was good. It was like nothing major happened. It basically continued from last week what happened. So we start off with Jefferson in the bed, and he's in like a lot of pain, and then you just see through his whole body, like lightning just going through his whole body. So he fell to the floor. Meanwhile, his wife, Lynn, I think, his ex-wife, I should say, Lynn, is in the next room with Jennifer, his youngest daughter, sleeping. She heard something, so she rushed to the bathroom, and he was on the floor. She helped him up, and he basically told her, this is a one-time thing. I'm not going to do it again. And, you know, she recalled the first time when, she found out that he's a superhero, how she was excited until she see, that he was hurt and what was going on with him, and he had to take medication and all this stuff. Lynn, here's my problem with you, Lynn. And I think you guys make a perfect couple. I love you guys together. But here's my problem, Lynn. This is not about you only. I know you love him and you want him not to be hurt and you want him to be okay. I understand that. But guess what? You have the 100 gang destroying the city, and it can't be about you only. It has to be about more people. And your husband is willing to help people. And you're like, no, I understand you don't want him to hurt. But if he doesn't help people, then who's going to do it? He's the only one who has the power and the strength to do it. Nobody else. The cops can't do anything. Okay, let me calm down with my rant. So next we go to the school. I guess he had parents conference meeting, and he was talking to everybody in the community, and the guy stand up, and the guy was like, talking is not going to help. What we're going to do with 100 gang. And basically he's quoting something from Dr. King. I apologize, I didn't write it down. And after that, a lady, Tawana, I think I'm saying it right, or Tawana, I don't know, something like that, stand up. And she was happened to be a student of his back in the days. And she was like, Mr. Jeff, the 100 gang have my daughter. And I asked everybody for help, and nobody will help me. But everybody said they feel sorry for me. And I feel so bad for that lady. Oh, my God. And then after the meeting, he sit down one-on-one and talked to Tawana. And she basically told him that how her husband was in the army and he died. And after he died, our daughter went downhill from there. And he said, yeah, I'm going to try to help you, And she said, thank you, because you're like the only one I could, think could help me. Then we went to Jefferson and Anderson, I think he is the cop. Jefferson, one of Jefferson's best friend is the cop. Anderson, I think that's his name. Don't hold me to it, I think it's Anderson. He's talking to Anderson, asked Anderson what he could do. Anderson said, there's not much I could do. His hands is tied. And, he's pretty much like, really, your hands are tied? There's, everything is going to hell in a handbasket, and your hands are tied. Oh, Jesus. Cops, sometimes I say, because they have to go by the book, it's not much they can do. Then we go to the 100 gang, big boss guy. He's an asshole. Oh, you tried it, okay? And so basically, he got the other guy the one that Jefferson went to talk to. I don't remember his name. I can't. He's the one that he killed his cousin. Anyway, he went to his boss, and his boss was talking to him. Was like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Where's your cousin at? Whatever." He's like, "You better solve this problem, unless I'm gonna handle it myself." So he left. Jefferson went to see him, because Jefferson went to see one of the members from the 100 gang. I forgot his name. I promise you next week I'll remember his name. I'll have his name written down. Anyway, so he went to see him, and he's like, you know what? You have to stop this. You got to stop what you're doing. Leave Tawana alone. Give Tawana her daughter back. And he basically told him, get out my face. I ain't got to do squat. Okay? And so Jefferson came after him, and two of his goons punched Jefferson in the stomach. He fell to the floor, and he left. And Jefferson's like, his eyes started to light up, and then he calmed himself down. He was like, I want you, okay? Bruh, I want you. So, basically, we go to Jefferson's daughter, the oldest daughter. I don't remember her name. I promise you I'm going to write everybody's name down. She was with her girlfriend, and she was telling her girlfriend that last week, she didn't know what happened to her. She's feeling funny. She's feeling different, and she's scared. And her girlfriend was hugging her and telling her that, everything is going to be okay. It's probably this anxiety. It's no big deal. Then we go to his younger daughter, who is a hot damn mess. Okay! Her name is Jennifer. Jennifer is smoking weed. Jennifer is drinking. Jennifer is doing everything you can think of. She's doing it. And this guy that she likes, he's a new character, because I guess he just came in here tonight, is our best friend. So he basically called on the phone. He basically was calling on the phone. She was sitting outside with her mom, right? And he called on the phone, and she was talking to him. And 2 minutes after, because the cops was up there, because Anderson the cop guy named Anderson, he told Jeff that I'll have somebody park in front of your house. They won't come to you. They won't attack your daughter because Jeff was so scared that they were going to attack his daughter. Basically, the cop car was there, and the guy from 100 still had a little bitty kid, like about 10 years old, drove right on his bike up and took out his little BB gun and like shoot it at her. It was basically nothing. It was some red stuff, and she was so scared because she thought she was dead. She froze. Jennifer froze. That's Jefferson's youngest daughter. She froze. Her mother jumped up, felt her, make sure everything was okay, and she was okay. And ever since then, she was always a hot mess. She was smoking weed long before, this happened. But she was just drinking, and she was just a mess after that. Anyway, the guy that she liked from she was younger came over and spoke to her, and, was like, I really like you. I want you to be my girlfriend. And she's like, this little teenage thing. And she was like, sure, yeah. And then, that happened. So, the guy is pretty cute, though. The young guy that wants to be a boyfriend. He's pretty cute. I think he's cute. But, here's my problem with Lynn. Now, we go back to Lynn. Jefferson's talking to her like, he wants this thing to work. And she was like, we have to take it slow, but I think we're on the right track. Lynn, you're trying me tonight. Girl, I love you and Jefferson together, but you are trying it, Lynn. Okay? Next, we go back to Wanda. Because Tawanda, I think her name was, Jefferson told her, listen, because Jefferson's cop friend told him earlier that Anderson told Jefferson, like, listen, you got to warn Tawanda because she's sitting out there in front of the hotel watching them, and she's going to get herself killed. So Jefferson told her, like, listen, Tawanda, you could sit in your car, you could videotape it, but don't come out your car, don't, go up to them, don't agonize them. She said, oh, sure, I'll do that. But she didn't listen. What she did, she saw the guy from the 100 gang come, she went out her car, she went up there to talk to the guy, and guess what they did? I felt so bad for her. Rest in peace, Tawanda. The guy just shot her like she was a dog off the street, like she was a nobody, like he just didn't care. And so, I felt bad for her. Rest in peace, Tawanda. And so Jefferson's friend came back, Anderson, called him on the phone and said, oh my God, Jefferson, I have to tell you something. Basically, he told him that Tawanda was shot and killed. Jefferson was furious. He was like, what? So he went to his ex-wife, Lynn. Lynn, get it together. He's told her, like, listen, I got to do this. I got to be the black light, and I got to help people because there's nobody else to help people in the city. She really don't want to help him. She don't want him to do it because she loves him. I understand you love him, but this is bigger than your love for him, sweetheart. This is about helping people that is dying on the street. And this can't be all about you. It has to be about helping people on the street. Okay, so next we go to the youngest daughter and her boyfriend, Jennifer and her boyfriend. He was in the gym with her, and she walked in there drunk and high and all that stuff. A mess. And he was like, what's wrong with you, girl? He was like, listen, I understand what's going on with you, what happened to you, but you can't smoke and you can't be drinking, you can't be acting like this all day long. You got to change your way. He's like, look what I'm doing. By the way, side note, yes, his body was gorgeous. Let's move on. Anyway, and he was like, we got to get up out this neighborhood, and I want you to come with me. And then he hugged her. So hopefully Jennifer get it together and stop this madness. The little girl drinking and smoking is not going to solve any problem. I'm sorry, sweetheart. It's just not. So then we go to Lynn. Lynn went back to, went to talk to the guy. Oh my God. But Jeff is a protege. He's like the Star Lab people, like Wells and Cisco and stuff like that, but it's only one of him. So she went there and she's like, you're the one talking Jefferson to go back to be a Black Lightning. And he was like, no, Jefferson quit because he loves you, but the city need him and you got to put the city first. He left for you, but everybody in the city need him. And the guy is right, Lynn. The city need him. It can't be only about you. It's about everybody else. And what are you going to do when you find out both your daughter have power? What are you going to do then? Are you going to tell them not to use their power either? Because I don't think they're going to listen to you because I think they're going to want to help the city. So, you have to understand that. So Jefferson's like, to hell with this. So he went on a rampage. He went to find those boys. So he went basically to the hotel where he knew they were at. And he basically kicked ass and took no prisoner. Yeah, a lot of people got beat up. So he got the guy from the 100 gang. So the Anderson cop was interviewing him, talking to him like, I got Tawanda. Side note, I forgot to tell you, before Tawanda died, she was videotaping them. And they didn't know she had a videotape in her car. So basically, she videotaped her whole entire debt and she didn't know. So when Anderson got the guy from the 100, and he had him there, and he was like, listen, you're going down. Guess what? Tawanda from the grave record her being shot and dead. So you're going down. There's no escaping it. And, he got beat up because Jeff kicked his ass and take no prisoner. Big up, Jeff. Yes. Okay. And so he's basically telling him, I'm Tawanda, girl, they killed you, but they didn't know that they killed you, but you still had this under control. Okay. So basically we go to we go to Jeff's oldest daughter. She was walking her girlfriend, I guess, on a dinner date. And then after that, she went to the pharmacy. You know, they were in bed together. She got up, she went to the pharmacy to get a medication. So some guy tried to rob the pharmacy, and she was like so scared. And then something in her had strength, and she just lifted him up and threw him to the side, and she just got up and started laughing and paid for her medicine. I was like, yes, girl, soon you realize you have power like your dad. This is awesome. Because I know when she has power, she's going to want to help people. I don't see her not helping people. I see her helping people. Next, we go to the evil guy. That's the boss of the 100. I'm going to figure out his name next week, guys. He basically went into jail and killed the other guy that the cops that Anderson was interviewing. Yeah, he killed the other guy from the 100 because he's like, you went and killed somebody's mama? And he was like, he just choked him to death and killed him. So basically, this whole goddamn police department is corrupt. Because here we have Jeff trying to clean up the city, but this guy, the big guy, the boss in charge, just went to just went into the jail cell, killed the guy, and walked out like it was nothing. So Jeff has a lot on his hands because first of all, you got to clean up that goddamn police department. That's the main problem. That's why the city is so messed up. Because if the cops are corrupt, how are you gonna clean up the streets when you have the people that are supposed to help people in the street is corrupt? Anyway. It was a decent episode. I like it a lot. I enjoyed it very much. That was the review on the Black Lightning. Please press a like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it so much. Have a great night. Thank you so much.